In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: you'll be dead before your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed and crying. Watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. He's been working so hard. Mom been working too, baby. Every night and day. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. 'Cause girl, there's a better life for me and you. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true, yeah, you'll be dead before your time is due. Know it. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair been a turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. I've been working too, baby. Every day, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. Somewhere, baby. Somehow I know it, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. Believe me, baby. I know it, baby. You know it too, baby.
Turn up. Thugger. Thugger. Yeah. Let's go. Hell time. Half a perky, half a Zane nigga. Hell time. Half a paintball up, ate my nigga. Hell time. Tryna rock that stick, turn it body to hell time. Boom! Yeah. Hit the streets and tear that bitch up like I'm Willie B. No Tennessee, but that chain on my neck is a T. No milk blink, bitch, I own the rock, not JC. You did? War ready like Tracy T. You did? Rest on rest, just might pull up on my spider. All my diamonds black, you can motherfucking night 'em. All these pussy nigga wet, I'ma murk 'em every night. Pull up screaming blick, got my motor out of Viper. Got 100 million flat, like my motherfucking idol. I might eat it, I might lick it, but I swear I'll never bite 'em. Every time I dress myself, it go motherfucking viral. Pussy nigga still is swag, bring my shit back like recycles. I'ma ask her for some head. I don't know that hoe I act like she dead. Insurance on my money like a wreck. Every time I see her, she lick the cleavage. Fuck her on the $10,000 bed. I can never love a fucker and suck my dick like Bieber, no but head. Cocaine white like Justin Bieber, bitch. I might show the rats and tease the bitch. I might want it, but I don't need the bitch. I been flooded out my Jesus, bitch. I want your piece of Little Caesar, bitch. Knife Ward, I buy my diesel, bitch. I don't wanna talk or see a snitch. No teacher, we joking shit. I passed school by patting all the styles. I just want that neck like a giraffe. I like fish fish and water, I'm a bell. 17.5, I shave it like it's now. Lay yeah, watch the kids like a daycare. I don't play games, no, I'm not the fail. I got Hot Wheels like a motherfucking gel. Chanel vintage, boy, this shit is real. Yeah, yeah, time. Yeah, gon' bite on my swag is a virus. Oh, I done the swag and I pull up on bitches dressed in all white like Miley Cyrus. Yeah, no, I'm not gay, I fuck bitches on bitches. I whip out, she suck on my private. Psyche, little nigga play, I'ma catch him, I'm bad in the stick, I'm fold him like a wallet. Ooh, I swear to God, it's only one of me and these bitches 3D like a Charlie. Ooh, I'm walking through it like tons of the ones and these bitches grabbing them at Follies. Ooh, fuck nigga try me, I swear to God, Lil Woody pull up and pop at it noggin. Bitch, I got water on, look like I'm fresh from Hawaii. Having the time of my motherfucking life. I'm about everything I want, I can't think twice. You can turn the ice straight off, baby, I'm having ice. Having it as long as I live, I wanna wait. Hey, yeah, time. Yeah, good time. Hey, like very good time. Hey, have a very good time. Hey, very good time. Hey, have a very good time.
Found your name across the chapel door, carved in cursive with a table fork, muddy hymnals and some boot marks where you'd been. The shaken preacher told the captain's man, the righteous suffer in a fallen land. Then pulled their shade to keep the crowd from peeking in. We found your children by the tavern door, with wooden buttons and an apple core, playing house and telling everyone you drowned. The begging choir told the captain's man, we all assume the worst the best we can, and for a round or two they gladly drag you down.
but it's very, very cute, and that's really what I like the most about it. I like the chunky dial that clicks when it's on and off. Very satisfying, very nice, and it plays really nice. It has just a nice mono speaker, and I don't know if they told you this, but mono sound is superior to the stereo sound. Stereo, you kind of it's like mono, you can tell that the music is coming from like a single speaker, mono, like a single source. So it kind of gives it this flavor, like a really nice like like the sound has like a physical presence, not something compared to like stereo where it kind of fills the room, it goes all around you, which you might like, but I find that for vocals, the mono sound is far superior. So I bought this record, but it had the needle on it from 1980, from 1980, you know. So I wanted to swap out the needle, so this is the one that it came with. And if you can see, it's very, very, hold on. It's very rusty and shitty, if it'll zoom, you know. So, um, I tried changing it out, but then I ended up breaking it. So I broke it, and then I ordered another one, and the people over at Turntable Labs, bless them, what great customer service, they said, Chris, you fucked it up, but we'll send you another one for half price. So I took them up on their offer, and guess what? I fucked it up again, and I broke another one. So I'm on the search for a needle that can withstand me. So I can't play it for you yet, but I will very soon. That's the Columbia GP3. It's an import from Japan, the land of Bullshido. So as soon as I get that, I'll show you guys how it works. But like I said, I got a lot of really, really nice records over the week that I'm very excited to show you. So this one was super, super fucking rare. I could only find one copy of it online, and it wasn't even in good shape. This one's in much better shape. So this is Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. And not just any Heaven and Hell, it's the promotional copy, yeah. So this one wasn't even available for resale when it retailed. So I have like a very unique special copy, and like I said, I'm the only guy who's selling it on Discogs. I'm the only guy besides one other guy selling it on eBay, but his looks like shit. Mine still looks very, very nice. And I picked it up for a nice $13. How about that? I don't usually like to say how much I got them for, but I'll share with you today just because I'm in the sharing mood. Look, not for resale, promotional copy. And the promotional copies, of course, always ask for more because there's not as many of them. You weren't supposed to sell it. So like I said, I bought probably 30 records over the last couple weeks. So going through those is going to take some time. I only just picked out some of the really special ones. The next one I got, I had it in my cart in 2017, 2016 when the album released, but I am a fool and I didn't buy it. So I ended up having to buy it for much, much more, but these things do happen, right? This one is, yes, you guessed it, The Barter 6 by Young Thug. This is the 2016 version, not the Record Store Day bullshit. This is the real deal. This is what came out in 16? I believe it's 2016. You know, this is what made Young Thug a household name. The cover is legendary. The album is legendary. I played some of it at the beginning of the show, but you know the stream got messed up. So, I mean, you've all heard it. It's the Barter 6. Whoa! I didn't just buy Barter 6. I bought Barter 6 twice. Barter 12. So I got 2 copies of the Barter 6. One of them for me, and one of them for you. If you'd like it, it's over on my Discogs. I'm selling the nicer copy. This one's very nice. but I'm selling the nicer copy to you because I do love you. It's over on my Discogs. That one's near mint, and that one's a real near mint. Okay. A real near mint. I have another one for you. This one I picked up. This was for my personal enjoyment. From time, and I did fix my audio technical. You know, I just have an LP60 player. That's what I use to play my records. I got an LP60 with a Feinstein needle. Feinstein. So I picked up Iron and Wine. What's that guy's name? Sam Iron. James Wine. John Wine. I played him at the beginning of the show. What a great album. This is a beautiful album. I found you sitting by a lover's stove. A ream of paper and a telephone. Very pretty album. This is a first pressing, of course. The other one was a first pressing, and the other one was a first pressing. I just love this album. This is a great album. Very nice, easy listening. So thank you, Sam Iron. Very nice. He's the one guy. He did that song. Have I found you, Chris 100? And this is the one I'm actually the most excited about. Even more than the Black Sabbath one, because you know, you don't just come across this stuff every day like how I found it. So I picked up the Talking Heads 77 first press from 1977, brand new, sealed. You know, I just had to do it. It's still wrapped in the plastic from the 70s, and you could tell that it's from the 70s because it has these breathing holes in the plastic. And albums don't come with those no more. I'm trying to show you in the light. Albums don't come with that no more. They come fully sealed. And now albums, you know, since the 80s, albums came with a UPC barcode on it. This one's from the 70s. This is the first press, so they didn't do that shit. They just gave you art. They gave you music. They didn't slap a barcode on it. It's completely just the album art. Isn't that something? Isn't that nice? All it has is just a little notch in it. I'm thinking that it was like an overstock copy. Very small notch from a store. I'm thinking it was either an overstock copy or possibly a promo. That'd be cool, but there's no way to tell. It just has a little notch in it. But yeah, Talking Heads 77 first press. I got a hell of a deal on it. If I told you how much of a deal I got on it, nobody would buy it anymore. So there's my Talking Heads first edition 1977. Very cool and very nice. Those are just a few of the ones that I picked up this week. They're all on my Discogs, and they're all for sale, except for Barter 6 and Iron and Wine. Black Sabbath and Talking Heads, that's for sale. Own a piece of history. You know, you can't touch music on Spotify or Apple Music, and I feel like it's pretty important, especially in times like this when people's whole albums are getting removed off of streaming. Like, you can't find Donda 2 anymore, you know, presidential candidate Kanye West. You can't find Donda 2 on streaming anymore, which is, I mean, when you stream, you're at the mercy of streaming. You know, you have no say in it. It's just whatever is available on the platform, that's what you can listen to. But when you own the vinyl or even a CD, like even if you bought the thing on streaming, it's still gone, right? Because you don't own the rights to it anymore. You know, when you buy that digital stuff, you're renting the rights to play it digitally. But when you own the albums like I do, I will always be able to play the Barter 6 in its unadulterated physical state. And it does sound much better in vinyl. That is true. It sounds more like natural. Like it's coming not from a server or a mother chip or your dedicated WAM. It's coming from grooves. The music is coming from grooves. So that's my new vinyl pickups this week. I wanted to talk about the president thing, I guess, but I kind of lost interest in it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you have Kanye. Let's vote for me first. But if for whatever reason that I can't make it, I don't know who's all gonna be there. Then I would vote for Kanye. I'm voting for Yeezy. And if Yeezy is not available for whatever reason, I'm voting for Stephen A. Uh, and if Stephen A is not available, then something terrible has happened. Um, I like Stephen A. He's just so funny. He seems like, and he said it in this interview, that he doesn't really understand a lot of the stuff, but give him a few months to learn it, and he would learn. I mean, that's fine by me. I don't think it. I don't think the amount of time that it'll take you to learn the inner workings of politics. I don't think that. I don't think that it's really gonna. It comes down to like the character of the person, their style, how they like to do things. I find that. I mean, just look at Trump, right? Like, whether or not you like him, he gets what he wants. He gets what he wants. And how much did he really know before he walked into that office? Like him or don't like him. So I feel like Stephen A has that character, maybe to make stuff happen. He's a funny guy. He's a sharp guy. He's a quick guy. Much like Chris 100. But he can shoot a 3. So, you got Stephen A running. That's something. Kanye announced his presidential campaign, of course. Easy. He ran last time. Didn't quite get it. He was close, though. I think he had like 0.2%. Very, very close. Just this close. Why not try a second time? Reagan tried, I think, 3 times, and he got it on the 3rd try. So, Donald Trump has showed us that anything is possible. Anything could happen. It's really any man's game. Kamala's gonna run. We'll see if Hillary will run again. I don't know why she would, because you'd have to be running from jail. But, Hillary's got a shot, I suppose. Kamala, even like the Democrats, like they would have rather voted for it than just have her be the president, after Joey B. So, I mean, just looking at the votes, right? Just take because I liked Kamala. You think I fell out of a coconut tree? I just don't think she has the clout for it. I don't know if JD Vance has the clout for it. I don't think people actually like JD. I think JD's just kind of like, I think he's a fake hillbilly. I don't think this whole hillbilly thing of JD. I mean, sure, his mom possibly smoked crack or snorted crack or whatever. But I just don't see him doing it. I just don't see JD doing it. I don't think people actually like JD. I think people tolerate JD when they're around him, cuz he's just such a fucking like he's just such like a little kid. He's more of a little kid than I am. Like when in that meeting with Zelensky, he was like, "You didn't even say thank you, Zelensky." Shut the fuck up. So, I mean, that's when I knew that he wasn't the man. I already knew he wasn't the man for the job. He's just kind of like a little twerpy kind of guy, JD. But after he said that, I knew he wasn't the man for the job, because I don't want my president being a Karen over somebody saying thank you, even if they should. I mean, I know why he did it. He did it to put him on the defensive, to help Trump's negotiating in this whole Ukraine-Russia thing, but, even so, he just sounded very silly and stupid. So, no, JD is not the man. He's not the man. Marco Rubio just gave a rousing speech to the countries of Europe. It was a very, very nice speech, talking about Western civilization and our shared values. I like it how he mentioned Christianity, because my name is Christian, and that makes me happy to be included. And he mentioned, of course, the Lord. Thank you. We do like that. We do like that. So after Marco gave that speech, I could definitely see him in the running, even perhaps in front of somebody like RFK, who's a lot older, a lot more seasoned. You know, but with this Epstein stuff, if you're in the Epstein files, I don't think you're gonna get elected. I don't even think Donald Trump could get reelected. Did you see this Pam Bondi stuff in the Oval Office? Hold on, let me just find it for you. You know, Pam Bondi, Trump's attorney general. She went out there and defended him in front of, I believe, Congress. And it didn't go that well. It actually went quite bad. So if you're involved in this Epstein stuff, and I haven't seen Marco's name really come up at all. I don't think you have a shot.
Discuss another man.
I don't think the people really fuck with you like that. I mean, I don't. If you're on that Epstein list, I ain't voting for you. I haven't seen Kanye on the Epstein list. I haven't seen Stephen A. on the Epstein list. We're hearing talks of Shaq and Chris Tucker on the Epstein list. People are saying Ellen DeGeneres is eating the children. How come I never seen her with a child? 'Cause she allegedly, possibly ate them. So I'm not voting for her either. Let's listen to Jimmy. I think his name's Jimmy
And
Lee.
Donald Trump, who is all over the
Tim
Epstein
Lee?
files, like former Prince. I
Let's
want to
listen.
discuss another man, Donald Trump.
The lady's Pam Bondi. That's Trump's attorney general. She's like his speaker for this whole thing. If it's not Kash Patel talking, it's Pam Bondi. And boy, was this a fucking train wreck.
Who is all over the Epstein files, like former Prince. Here's a video.
Oh, never mind. Yo, look. This guy is showing a video of Trump hanging out with Epstein at the hearing. This is for real. This is for real, and it looks like they're having a fun time.
Like former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
well.
This is so ridiculous.
Answer the question, god damn it! It ain't that ridiculous. It really ain't that ridiculous. They're on video right there. How ridiculous could it be?
And that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency.
Bitch. Bitch. What are you talking about, bitch? You had Trump this whole time. Actually, in the beginning, Trump was saying, you know, this guy is disgusting. This guy is nasty. The Epstein files, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, yada, yada, yada. And then he told us he ran on that and about releasing the Epstein files. And then he tells us to forget about it. Are you guys still talking about this Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, we are. And now he has his henchman, his goon, his goonette, his goonetta, his gooma, speaking in front of the American people and calling this clip ridiculous. I don't know who Ted Lee is. I've never heard of him. But this clip has to be answered for, Pam. It's always a bitch named
Like
Pam.
former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various
You're all
parties
oily. You're all oily like Pam spray.
with Jeffrey Epstein.
That I feel like when I don't feel like properly buttering the pan for eggs. I use Pam when I'm lazy. Trump uses Pam. I don't know if he thought that she was going to get him out of this jam. Hashtag bars. But now they're both sitting like hams. Hashtag bars.
I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous.
That's what a lying ass bitch says. Oh! Oh, you lying ass bitch! That's what a lying bitch says. Let's listen again.
Trump attended with Jeffrey girls at that party or at any party
Were there
that
underage
Trump
girls?
attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect
Answer the question, bitch.
from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files
I'm reclaiming my time.
be
I got your
released.
ansser. You said there's no
President
evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman,
that
please
he
stop the
sign
clock. Please stop the clock.
the legislation.
Stop the clock. She's
is
going
un-
crazy.
My time.
She's going into OT.
California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called
All she said was there's no evidence. And although we haven't uncovered like hard, definitive, clear evidence that Trump was involved in these crimes with Epstein, you do have witnesses saying, hey, if what I knew about Donald Trump was out, like the videos, then this thing would be open and shut. I find it very interesting that none of the witnesses in this FBI investigation that were included in the files that are still living, because you know a lot of them aren't living. None of them have been requested by the FBI to give their statement. These are witnesses in a federal investigation, and none of them have been followed up with by the FBI for their side of the story. And you know, and that's Kash Patel saying, there's no evidence to believe that this is an international sex trafficking, devil worshipping, Satan loving, child eating, sacrificing group of goons. Yet they haven't spoken to any of the victims. What kind of investigation is that? You crooked bastards. Every time I think somebody's about to maybe do something a little bit different, they ended up they're making me sick. They end up doing the same or worse. What the fuck? Let's continue.
FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is
Bitch, you
in the
done
Epstein-
lied,
Don't you
bitch.
ever accuse me of a
I
crime.
believe you just lied under oath, and this is on videotape.
Bitch, you
said
lying
it.
on
There's no
tape.
answer
It's in
crime. I'm
4K.
showing
You lying,
the
bitch.
witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse
He just hit that bitch with a "you lying." Your Honor, she fucking lying. Your Honor, you weren't even there, but she lying.
me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and the officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation.
I don't know what this guy, I don't know where he came from. I don't know what he does. He could be the janitor. I don't know him, but damn, he's fucking grilling this bitch. Lying ass bitch. She said, "How dare you accuse me of a crime?" Bitch, this ain't Game of Thrones. Okay, this is real life. So just save it and just say yes or no to the questions. Okay? This is not the time to be acting. Let's listen to it one more time. Somebody got their head blown off. And the limo driver said this is what he heard and what he knows, and nobody has spoken to the limo driver. The limo driver doesn't have much time left. The limo driver's days are numbered. He was brave for even saying anything, the limo driver, you know. How many other people would have confessed to the truth? Saying he knows what he knows, and yet nobody from the FBI who's investigating this thing is speaking to him. Doesn't that just fucking make you sick? Doesn't that just make you sick and make your nose stuffy and make your throat scratchy?
There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness.
Accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever
Okay, after she says her little line, "Don't you ever accuse me of a crime?" To be honest, I never did one crime, but none of my brothers could caption that line. After she finishes her line, just take a look at what she does. She starts flipping the pages, and there's probably nothing written on those pages, or maybe just doodles that she's looking at to make it look like she's looking at notes. Bitch, you have no notes for this! What notes could you possibly have for this? If she looks down at her, if there was a camera on the notes that she has, it would just say, lie, 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 lie. Look at how she does it. It's fucking hilarious.
accuse me of a
I
crime?
believe you just lied under oath, and
Bitch,
this
you
is all
lying.
videotape. You said there's no evidence.
She flips the page and then flips it back.
I believe you just
Bitch,
lied
what you
under
got
oath,
in there?
and this is all on videotape.
Flip.
You said
Nothing
there's
there.
no evidence of a crime.
She said flip. Okay, I already lied. Okay, what's next? Lie. Okay. I'm doing
I'm
good.
showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one.
She got suicided. How come so many of these people involved in this thing that aren't the bad guys, why are they all suiciding? How could Kash Patel come to the conclusion that, hey, this isn't a big deal, is people's heads fucking explode from time to time? That's what he's saying. Every once in a while, sometimes people's heads explode. That's what Kash Patel is saying to us and Pam Bondi by she's not even really answering. All she said was Donald Trump has not, there's no evidence that he did anything. Kinda, sorta. There's like circumstantial evidence, there's witness statements, okay? I guess if you're being the most charitable to Donald, you could say that him partying with Epstein, like in that video from earlier, like in this clip, I guess you could just say, well, maybe he didn't know. If you're really a fucking retard, you could say that. But that shit don't look good.
Interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell. So
And
should
they
the
haven't.
men
They haven't interviewed anybody. None of the witnesses in this FBI case to these purported crimes, allegedly, they have definitely not been interviewed as far as I know, as far as whenever this hearing took place. Okay.
who patronized this operation. And as we sit here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing concludes.
Flip your hair, you catty bitch. Look at her.
Sex trafficking
Can't be bothered
victims,
with this. I got
and
a kava order. I had to go pick up my kava.
you have not
Bitch.
held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency,
Look at her
you would
just flip her
resign
hair.
right after this
Oh.
hearing
Time of the
concludes.
gentleman has expired. I don't
May
know.
I respond?
Yeah, I don't know
Bitch!
how you respond. No one can.
I did
Oh,
not
can
ask a
respond,
question,
but
Mr.
he
Go ahead,
doesn't
you're
want
allowed
to talk
to.
about
I did
the
not ask a
horrific
question.
crime in California. He does not want to talk
I
about
did not ask a
crime.
question.
That what happened in California has nothing to do with this. All she says is, what about the crime in California? To this other lady that she accused of being an anti-Semite whose grandpa died in the Holocaust. She accused her of being an anti-Semite. She accuses she told the whole speaker panel, why are we focusing on Epstein? We should be focusing on the Dow, on the S&P. It's at an all-time high, and people's 401ks are doing very good. Bitch, nobody asked about that. Nobody asked about that. Nobody cares about that. We care about this conspiracy or whatever it may be. Okay, it doesn't really feel like a conspiracy. It just feels like something that's deflating in front of me. It feels like it feels like it's unraveling and that everybody already knows. It doesn't feel like a secret. All right, it just feels like this thing is getting propped up, that if any more comes out, like, this stuff could change the world. This stuff could change the world. It includes people from all over the world, the most powerful men in the world. Okay, allegedly, this thing. Um, and this stuff could really fuck shit up for a lot of people. So it's not a wonder why she's doing this, why the people that are involved are trying to not release the files in their entirety, why people are saying Jeffrey's still alive. Jeffrey, are you watching? They found his Steam account playing Fortnite in Tel Aviv, supposedly. I don't know if that's true. But this bitch has so much nerve because we're talking about this, and I hate when people change the subject. I change the subject. You don't do this. I do it. That's for us to do. We decide when to change the subject, when to change the question. If we're asking you questions, answer the question.
In his
She
state.
can't just
Madam
ad
Attorney
lib
General.
stuff.
Going
I
after
did not
Donald
ask a
Trump.
question.
Committee will be.
I didn't ask you a question about California, bitch. I didn't ask you shit. Let's watch another one. This was on February 11th. This is Pam Bondi just getting fried in front of the whole world. She's getting fried like a calamari. Okay, let's watch this.
Ms. Crockett from Texas is recognized for UC.
Thank you so much. Donald Trump's approval rating implodes on his strongest issue. This is from Newsweek today. It says 40% of people
Thank you.
approve of
You don't
Trump's
need to
handling
read
of
the article to
immigration
us.
and border security, while 60% disapprove.
Without
That
objection,
is a net
admitted.
drop
Now I
to
recognize the
negative
gentleman
20.
from California.
He just skips
Mr.
that girl. He was just reading the newspaper. Boring, he said. He said, boring, bitch.
Thank you, Attorney General Bondi, for being here today.
Okay,
I'm
now
going
we're
to show
getting
you
to
two
Pam.
photos.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you two photos of former Prince Andrew. Prince
Here we got-
Andrew
we got Ted Lee
attended
again.
various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. Under the law Congress passed, you are allowed to redact photos to protect the victims of Epstein's
This is
sex
fucking
trafficking
nasty.
operation. You redacted
Why
the
is
photos
Prince Andrew? Is that with Jeffrey Epstein? Does he have him tackled to the floor, or is that a child? I can't tell. I don't know why his wrists are all tied up though. That's just kind of. This whole thing is just sickening. It sickens me. You're gonna watch her spread some more
victim's
bullshit.
face because you are following the congressional law. Is that correct?
Prince Andrew.
I'm sorry that we redacted the victim's
Because you are
face.
following the congressional law, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You have now established that please put the photos back up, that we are looking at a sex trafficking victim.
Oh, he
Under
said
the
put that shit
Federal
back up.
Victims Trafficking Protection Act, not only is Jeffrey Epstein guilty, but anyone who patronizes Epstein's sex operation is also guilty of a crime. That's why I find it absolutely despicable that you sought to protect Epstein's clients, like former Prince Andrew. Last July, you closed the case on Epstein's abusers. The July 2025 memo from your Department of Justice stated, quote, "We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties." These two photos, please put the photos back up. These two photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against former Prince Andrew.
That's
so I
not.
ask you,
That's not Epstein on the floor. That's a kid. Okay, that's a kid.
Attorney General Pam Bondi,
And according to Ted, right, this bitch closed the case on this case. She closed the lid on this case, called it a job well done.
why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
Why?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland these
Oh,
questions when he
bitch.
was Attorney General and set before.
I agree with you.
You
I'm
twice,
reclaiming my
did you?
time.
Never
I agree with
mentioned
you. I agree with you. During
Were
the
you not
Biden,
here
during
then?
the Biden administration,
You didn't ask them about it. Why are you asking me? That's not fair. Ooh, bitch, she's just so, just answer the question. It's always something with this bitch. It's always something else. You didn't ask, fucking, Chris 100. Okay, like some bullshit.
I called for people looking at Epstein files. Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill Barr, as did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures. But you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite. You're protecting them. So I want to move on to
Wow.
another man.
Can I answer
Donald
that,
Trump.
though?
I want to move on to another
I answer?
question.
She couldn't even give a straight answer for that one. It just comes down to, well, hey, you didn't ask the other guy about it, so I guess that's it.
It's just too smoky in these streets.
This bitch is dumb.
Your question about protecting.
You answered the question.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss another
I bet
man,
you do,
Donald
bitch.
Trump,
I bet you do
who
love
is
it.
all over the Epstein files, like former Prince. Here's the video.
This is the clip we just saw, but there you can see Donald hanging out with Jeffrey. It looks like they're having fun. I find it interesting that Jeffrey has his arms crossed, but Donald's having a nice time. He's just yapping and stuff, and it's just like, how much longer are we going to go on like this with these people? With these people that can't say yes or no in front of everybody, that it's always something else. It was never, like, how can you tell me that's not a crime when I see Prince Andrew laying on top of that boy? How can you tell me you haven't interviewed any of the witnesses in the FBI investigation? That, how can Kash Patel tell me that there's no credible evidence to suggest this kind of thing? How can people like Mike Benz on Joe Rogan say that these girls were just there to juice deals? And how could Joe Rogan just sit there and just listen to that drivel? Oh my God, they're all in on it! They're all in on it! Whatever you thought this thing was, it is 10 times worse. It is 10 times worse. When does it end? When does it stop? When does it end? When does it stop? Like, Yeezy ain't in the files. Stephen A isn't in the files. I haven't seen Marco Rubio's name come up in the files. RFK's name is in the files. Okay. Who was it? Was it RFK or was it Elon Musk? I think it was RFK who took his children to the island, to Jeff Steen's island to look for dinosaur bones. When does it end? When does it stop? This is insanity. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. This is Bedlam. This is like just the heart of evil. We are dealing with the heart of evil. And it's never been on display like this before. This Satan-loving, people are saying Ellen DeGeneres is eating the children. Oh, bitch. What? I'm speechless. Like, what do we do? Who gets in trouble? Is anybody gonna get in trouble? It's been like, I don't know how many years since Epstein supposedly died. He was playing Fortnite the other day. Somebody was playing Fortnite on his account. So it just feels like the rich are just, the elites and the rich that are involved in this stuff, they don't want you to know about it. But they also don't care if you know, because they know nothing's going to happen to them. And if anything does, they're going to fix it. Because nobody wants to get in trouble and everybody wants to keep the shmoney going. So, I mean, I'm going to leave it there. Y'all tell me who you're going to vote for, okay? I'm on Team Yeezy. I'm on Team Me and Team Yeezy. But, let me think if I got anything else for you. Oh, yeah, Goofy of the Week. Let's do a quick Goofy of the Week just to end the show in a good mood, and then I'll leave it there for you. We've had a lot of Goofies, and the year is just getting started, you guys. The year is just getting started, and, I feel like the goofballs are coming out. The goofballs are really coming out in force. Let's see. Oh, I had this tweet from DJ Vlad actually that I wanted to show you. Jay-Z, of course, the Goofy of the week. Thank you, Jay-Z. That's pretty cool. And we have DJ Vlad the Fed. I love feds. I love snitches. DJ Vlad giving his take on Jay-Z, and I think it's a fucking bombshell. I don't know how this isn't being talked about. This is DJ Vlad's Twitter account. He goes, it's a long post, okay? This is DJ Vlad, the guy who gets people in trouble. And if there's one thing I like, it's a guy that gets people in trouble. DJ Vlad goes, okay, this was on February 14th. This was on Valentine's Day. It's got 12.3 million views. All right, I'm going to read DJ Vlad's tweet about Jay-Z, who was our Goofy of the week. DJ Vlad, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan Thee Stallion. Or he meant Megan from Drake and Josh. Either or, it's evil. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal, all paid off by the Rock Mafia! I'm Chris 100, I'm live, and I'm reading you DJ Vlad's tweet on Jay-Z. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. No, don't take DJ Vlad! We need people like Vlad. We need people who get people in trouble. You know, if you're not a fan of people getting in trouble, and if you're not a fan of the rules, you really ought to be, because the rules are what's keeping us from total complete chaos. All right? So take back your shopping cart, wash your hands, and say bless you. Somebody replied to Vlad. They go, it's over for Jay-Z. I keep saying he'll be the only guy arrested from the Epstein files, the fall guy. That's not a bad claim, Zeal. DJ Vlad goes, it's deeper than that. Jay-Z is Epstein. That's coming from the biggest Fed. That's coming from the big Fed, Vlad. Fed TV. Damn, Vlad, be safe out there. Jay-Z could have your security on payroll. Vlad goes, I've always used Rock Nation security. I might need to get my own now. DJ Vlad, y'all. DJ Vlad. Ooh. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad, for saying what nobody else had the courage to, except for Chris 100. That's right. I just wanted to give myself a quick shout out. Before this whole Jay-Z thing happened, way before, okay, I was talking about it. I was the only guy talking about it. I even talked about it last year. Okay, nobody else was talking about Jay-Z. Okay, it was me. And furthermore, nobody else was talking about Christ on their show. You know, Suicide Boys going Christian, Kat Von D, you know, from Tattoo Ink Master going Christian. There's a lot of people going Christian, and a lot of people talking about Jay-Z now. But I did that before you, bitch. It was me. I did it on my show first. I'm like Soulja Boy. Vlad says, every blogger is on Jay-Z's payroll. We all got paid with Bitcoin. Now that the price dropped, you'll see a lot of us turning on him. It started with $10K a month during the trial. It went up to $50K a month. All the payments were in Bitcoin, so they couldn't be tracked. The money stopped coming, and I never signed an NDA. Get them, Vlad. Get these people. I fucking hate them. And that's our show. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Keep your eyes peeled, because there's going to be a lot of people going away for a long time very soon if there's a God in this world, and I think that there is. Good night.